Live from the iFly El Paso studios in iFly El Paso, Texas. I fucked that up. It's the WazzyCircus Radio. Shout out to the Patreon Patriots. I don't care who's on Facebook Live now. We had two people, they're gone. Jeff Gowie, Adrian Lewis, Jonathan O'Rear. We got new equipment. We're in a new studio. We're building it again, and it's all because of you guys. Thank you. Thank you for flying. Thank you for jumping. Thank you for being rad. Now, my guest today is a fucking badass from Sweden, son. It's some European shit. And that's kind of why we came to El Paso, to get access to some world-class talent. And we've got it. And we got it in studio. We got the tunnel right here. We're at the tunnel. We can go fly right now. If it wasn't for our today's toast to life, Maker's Mark, a Kentucky whiskey. Yeah, there you go, Sammy. Mr. Mazzetta, how's it going, man?
Good, man. Good, man. I'm happy to be here.
Welcome to the WazzyCircus Radio.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this.
Hey, scoot this way a little bit so we can be more, because I got the things in my face. All right. What year did you start jumping?
I started in June 2001, right after a tandem jump. Like, I did tandem jump 2 weeks before, and then I was like, this is a shit, so I need to do this.
25?
24.
You were 24 years old?
Yeah.
Ah, see, you were younger than me. We're the same age. You
Yeah.
started 5 years before me.
Yeah.
What possessed you to go do your tandem?
Dude, it was basically like I always been, it's kind of a cliche, but it was when I was watching Keanu Reeves and, like,
it's our generation.
I can't, Point Break. And I think it was before that. I always been interested in flying, like always, and it's been like a underlying passion for me. But I never had any chance to like develop that, and like to see what it had. But then like I always want to skydive. I've always been like sitting in the airplane, like looking out at the clouds. I want to be out there and feel how it feels, and. So yeah, after we did a long trip in 2001, and it came back like beginning of the summer, and my ex-girlfriend at that point gave me a tandem skydive, and I was hungover as shit. Like I was so hungover. Like we came back from this forest party, and she came up like early morning. Hey, we're gonna go and do something here. It's your birthday present, And we came there, and this dude was just putting me on the harness, and I didn't really understand what was going on. I understood with skydiving, but I didn't I was not, my brain, it was a fog,
And you weren't able to prepare for it either.
No, nothing.
So the surprise.
Yeah, super surprise. And did the skydive, and landed, and completely sober afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was like calling all my friends, like, guys, like, we need to do this shit.
This shit, I found God.
Yeah.
I found God.
Yeah, kind of.
No,
like,
very
dude, like
similar, bro.
Yeah, it was like, wow, this is like, I was a snowboarder before. Like, I've been charging pretty hard back in the days, hurting myself. So this was kind of the time when I was kind of wanted to do something different, because I don't want to break myself anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to have something complement to it, like to fulfill my needs.
So you said anymore. So you mentioned that you've been like skiing since you were 8?
I started skiing when I was 3.
3 in Sweden.
Yeah, in Sweden. Yeah, Sweden. Yeah.
So do you live on a mountaintop in a fucking cabin, drinking hot cocoa and wearing wood shoes and shit?
No, not really. That's a romantic picture you just pulled out. But me and my dad, we always went to skiing when I was kid, and it's like 5 hours from my house for the closest ski resort, pretty much.
Okay, so you guys don't all live on mountains and cliffs and shit.
I mean, it's not mountain where I live, but it's like more on the coast side, but it's like close up to the mountain. It's not that far.
Okay, that's beautiful though.
Yeah. And skiing and snowboarding, or basically snowboarding, was my biggest passion, and skateboarding too. Windsurfing is surfing, like all board sports, pretty much.
Me too, right.
Yeah. And but as I said, like I was hurting myself pretty hardcore for a couple of years, and then I was tired to be injured.
Right.
And just wanted to do something else. And when I did this tandem skydive, I was like, fuck, man.
25 too, so you were a little bit over the snowboarding trying to figure something out, and it hit right at the right time.
Yeah. Like, I was actually just recovered from an injury before that. And
so were you trying to compete, or were you trying to get sponsorship, or were you just riding for fun?
No, I was riding most for fun and like charging for my own sake, you know,
for your own soul. I understand.
And but I was competing a little bit in big jumps and stuff, but
really,
but not much, like a couple of years. Yeah, but that's where I hurt myself.
On a kicker?
Yeah.
Would you break your wrist?
I've been breaking my knee. I've been breaking my wrist. I've been breaking my bunch of things.
I've been breaking. That's fucked up.
Yeah, so like I was really pretty tired of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. So did you ever get into the motorcycles?
Not really.
Good for you.
Yes,
you're right there on the edge of it.
I want to.
It's the same thing.
But yeah, because I know that I'm gonna fuck myself up.
Motorcycle, skydive, it's all the same fucking fucked up pool.
Yeah,
adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just that need.
Yeah.
So I was in a very similar situation where we couldn't snowboard all year long. So we got bikes. And we started racing bikes and riding bikes when we couldn't snowboard for that adrenaline because we didn't have anything else. And then I started skydiving. And there was a real debate what was better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what's better? Like, because, you can... And that was early in the game where I wasn't flow in skydiving yet, but in snowboarding I was. So snowboarding always won for years. Right? Because I was like, I can disappear in snowboarding. I'm still trying to skydive. Now that I've got them both, I don't know. Right?
Yeah, no. Like, I kind of want to, because like now after all these years with tunnel flying and everything, like you get in a whole new body awareness and
more flow. That's
more
what I mean.
Flow. And I wish I had this skill or like this knowledge for when I was when I was snowboarding, because it would have been way less injuries. You know.
But you can't train snowboarding like you can skydiving because we have tunnels.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like
right?
I mean, you can
foam pits,
foam
and
pits.
And
yeah, for sure. But it's just like all this, like all the moves in the tunnel, like when you like start to feel your body and like the wind on your toes and everything, and like when you're like turning around and like I wish I had that body awareness when I was snowboarding. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so like to know like when you're rotating, you know exactly where you're at. You know, like even if you know see where when you're flying in the tunnel, you don't need to look where you're at. You know where you are, and that is where the awareness I would like wish I had at that point. You know what I mean?
Of course, I wish I was my kids. No shit. Right? Like to get that exposure at that age, holy shit! They've been snowboarding for a couple of years now, and they've been tunnel flying for like 5 years now. And they're 10.
Yeah.
And 13.
And they're probably killing it.
And, well, like, God, what a life.
Yeah.
To be that body aware in anything. You know what I mean? Like
bastards.
Yeah, bastards. They still complain. More. I'm like, you motherfucker. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think I was even aware of my body until I made a jump. To be really, really honest.
No, me neither. Like
you know what I mean?
Totally.
I was kind of stumbling around, like until I got in the sky. I was like, "Oh fuck, my foot! If it's doing whatever it wants, I'm in trouble."
Yeah,
I'm spinning. Yeah.
Totally.
So, did you learn AFF or How did you learn?
AFF.
You went so you had guys holding on to you. So I went stepchild. They called it bastards at my drop zone.
Oh yeah.
Well, we had to hold on the wing, and they just threw our pilot chute, and we let go, and our parachutes came out.
Oh, really? And
it's called Instructor Assisted Deployment.
You're holding onto the wing.
182.
Yeah.
Crawl out in the wing strut.
You're holding a strut.
Yeah, I'm an I-80 instructor. I love it. I think it's a great way to learn. I think if you've listened to the show, I think it's the best way to learn. I really do. But yeah, I get your pilot chute before you leave the plane. It's like a static line jump, but I am the static.
Yeah.
Okay, they crawl out. They hang in the perfect arch position.
Yeah. They're already flying.
They're already there. They look at me. They put their head back. They let go, and then I physically pop the pin. I can feel it pop, and then I toss the pilot chute. Because if not, it'll damage the connection point on the top of the canopy. So you don't want to rip that, right? Yeah. So pop the pin, throw it out. I know they got a canopy. I don't give a fuck what they do. I know they've got a canopy, right?
Yeah.
They do that 2 or 3 times, and then it's a practice pool. We put a little piece of tissue paper back there that dissolves in the rain. I don't think it does. I think fucking Jack Lai does. When I was learning, he was like, "Oh, it's biodegradable." That shit ain't biodegradable. He just told us that shit. Well, now we just do like paper towels, and we'll wrap it in duct tape and stick it in as a pilot chute. Right? So on the plane, I'll get your pilot chute out, stick your fake pilot chute in. You let go of the plane and show me you can reach back and get it. And you show me twice that you can throw it. Then you just let go and throw it. And then you count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you try to throw. The real jump goes 1, 2, 3. Right?
Yeah,
but
for
still,
sure.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great way to learn because the only thing you're worried about is parachutes the whole time. Free fall isn't nothing. There's no legs, straight, pull, signals. It's head back, let go, parachute.
Yeah.
Do your shit, land. Do your shit, land. It makes way better skydivers.
Yeah.
Right? So I spun for 10 jumps. I didn't have an instructor. I just spun until I pulled. And then one day I asked for help. Because I was just spinning.
Yeah.
You know, I made up to 10,000 feet.
What was that static line course?
But see, after like jump 7, I'm solo.
Yeah.
So we go up to like 7,000 feet. I do a 10-second delay.
Okay.
I slowly start spinning. Then I do a 15-second delay, and I can pick up more speed. By the time I'm at full altitude, I'm a fucking record, dude. Like, you know, full, just dumping in the line twist. I did that for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't have a tunnel. I didn't have AFF. AFF, you're like spoiled. You're paying $200
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
We paid $35 a jump. We had to pack our own parachutes.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to skydive, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't have
sure.
to have $200.
Yeah.
$35, $40, I could jump. So that's what we would do.
Yeah.
That's how I learned to skydive.
That's awesome.
What a crazy thing,
Yeah,
man.
right?
You guys, did you have any supplements to skydive, or you had to pay for it?
No, we pay for it. Like,
Okay.
I paid for it. I've been paying for my whole career, pretty much. I never had any help with anything. I started from the bottom.
How many jumps?
I think it's around 8,500 or something.
If you had to pay for 8,000 jumps, what would that cost? Let's do that.
I mean,
Let's do the fucking numbers.
I haven't paid for everyone, though.
I know, but like, you know, because that's, if you added up tunnel time, that's your worth as an, not your worth.
Yeah.
As an instructor, that's your experience and time you've got, you know.
Totally.
So if 8,000 jumps times $25 a jump, you know, it's that much money and experience.
Yeah.
It's millions of dollars of experience.
Yeah, it is.
You're $1 million dude.
Yeah.
Give me some of that shit.
Thank you, bro. Like, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. Like, I feel good now.
Yeah, you should feel good about living, you know.
Yeah.
He said, it's $1 million. It's $1 million back. Hey, I got $1 million shoulders, son. These motherfuckers are falling apart, son. How are your shoulders?
On and off.
2001. So you have, what is that? 21 years in the sport?
21 going 22. Yeah.
Rotator cuffs, labrums.
I felt some issues when I was doing tandems. Like, you have like around 1,000 tandems.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got 2,000, so my shit's shot.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like, I was lucky because that was a point when I started to organize more and start to like work more with free flying and like.
How did you have a tunnel? How did you?
I did. We first time I flew tunnel was in Paris Valley, right when they built it in 2003.
Oh wow!
So I was together with a girl from Vermont, and we drove from Vermont with her Jeep and her dog that was supposed to be put down. So we saved him, and we drove into California and parked in Paris Valley. And I was supposed to get a job in the wind tunnel, but then they couldn't figure out the work permit because I didn't have a work permit at that point.
Right.
So
did you have any previous?
No, nothing.
So how are you going to get a job in the wind tunnel?
No. She said that the manager said that they could maybe figure it out. So we drove there. We drove across the country.
Oh, that's why you ended up in Paris Valley, not just because the dog and you pulled over at Paris Valley.
We had a plan. We were supposed to go there.
I think you just ended up there magically. You fucking lucky.
No.
You could have went to a truck stop, dog.
No, we had a plan with it, but when we came there, it didn't work out, and the tunnel was delayed, and so this was the fall of 2003. And I ended up getting a job in the bomb shelter,
Okay, the bar
in Paris. Yeah, the bar in the dishes.
Okay.
So I worked for 2 hours for one jump ticket.
You worked for jumps?
Yeah, so I worked only for jumps.
Oh, I used to clean bathrooms for
jumps.
Yeah.
Mow. So I mean, I did it like mowing too. Like I helped out.
We have the same story.
Yeah. Like I helped out where needed. You know?
Yeah.
But mostly dishes. And then I got my first 4 minutes in Paris Valley Tunnel in 2003. And it was Eli Thompson's ex-girlfriend Kim that showed me in the tunnel at that point.
Had Eli passed yet?
No.
So Eli was still around. So you met Eli.
I met Eli. I was friends with him. Him and Charles Bryan. Charles Bryan let me stay in his caravan. At the DZ for 3 months when we were there. His wife is from Sweden too. So Annika, like we started to talk when we came there, and it's like, man, you guys can't fucking stay in a car. Like, just stay in our trailer. We're not there anyway. You know, so we stayed there like a huge trailer, like badass, you know.
Yo, you guys, if you don't know, the Flyboys were the fucking shit.
Yeah,
Eli Thompson was beyond his time. He was ahead of his time, right? He convinced ESPN or CNN or somebody to give him a show.
Yeah.
Right?
Stunt junkie.
Yeah. And fuck that. Listen, this dude would have a mic on and he'd leave the plane on his back tracking and he'd do the intro for the show live from his fucking mic. Dude, he'd leave the plane. Maybe they voiced it over, I don't know, but he would do the same script to the camera when he left the plane. Welcome to Stunt Junkies. We're going to go fucking big today. But he's in free fall backtracking. Dude, I could barely belly fly. He's backtracking and he goes the head down and he spins. And then you watch Crosswind. And the fly, do you remember Crosswind?
Yeah.
And the Flyboys had that part, and they were head down, spinning with smoke.
Yeah. It was dope.
You, dude.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
That was unreachable shit. That was Michael Jordan dunking from the fucking half court for me. Right? It was skydiving's excellence, dude. You met Eli.
Yeah, for sure.
So the whole Flyboy crew. So have you been to the world free fall conventions and all that? Were you part of all that?
No, not really. Like at that point, I was super newbie. You know?
Okay,
like,
but you're still. Wow.
Yeah, but I was just lucky, like, to meet all those guys at that point, you know. And I mean, Charles Bryan and Annika, they helped me out with their trailer, and it was super thankful for that. And like during those 3 months that I was in Paris Valley, like the guys from, you know, the Atmanauti.
Yeah, the Atmanauti back in the day. They were the first angle flyers, motherfuckers.
So I
used to be called Atmanauti.
That is my first angle flies in Paris Valley. I had like 250, 300 jumps, and I went with Eli, Fritz, Charles Bryan, and all those like Marco Tiazzi and Gigi Gigliola and those guys from the Atmanauti team. And we were like, and I was feeling like, fuck, this is not that hard, you know. Like we was at that point, it was not the same way that we're flying angles nowadays, but like I mean, it was hard, but it was like not what I expected to be, you know.
How many jumps did you have at this point?
300.
Okay, you had 3 fun jumps, all fun.
Yeah, all fun jumps.
Okay. Were you head down at that point?
No, we were like
No, not the Opmo.
Oh, you mean like no, I wasn't.
No. And you didn't have any trouble on a steep track dive?
No,
that was a steep track dive.
Yeah, it was a steep track dive with your arms out. Like he said, yeah, it's like a head down, but it's like 30% more free fall. Okay, cool, more free fall.
I described that to somebody earlier. That's what angle was at first. It was a head down jump with more time. That's what it was designed for. And it used to be called Atmanauti. I didn't know it was named after a team. I thought that's what the fucking discipline was called. Was Atmanauti. It's not. It was a team.
Like Marco claimed it was supposed to be called like that, and then like all other names came up, like angle flying, tracking, flocking, or whatever.
Okay. But Atmanauti was what it was called, and he named his team after what he called it.
Yeah, I think something like that.
So who's the father of angle flying?
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know, but I was introduced by Marco Tiazzi.
Tiazzi.
Yeah.
I think that's him.
Yeah.
For the States at least.
Yeah, I mean, like, I never heard about it before. Then I knew, like, in 2006, like all the Norwegians started to do more like proper angle flying. Like the Norges were the first ones that made it like in big groups and like moving around, you know.
Sick.
Because I remember when we did it in Paris Valley, it was more straight. It's a straight line. But now we start to I mean, at that point, it was fucking awesome, you know.
Of course, okay, don't let me take it away.
Yeah, but like
I was such a dick. I take that back.
In reference, it was awesome.
You should be very grateful to go on a straight line with your friends.
Yeah, for sure. Any day.
For sure.
But when I started hanging out with the Norges and we went up to Waz and like cruising between the mountains and like that's when angle flying started like, okay, this is a new thing.
Oh, when I go to Waz and cruise through the mountains, fucking big. We start angle with my friends in Waz and
whatever.
Cruise through the mountains.
Okay, I'm going
What up, Todd? What up, Michael?
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Fuck that. Fuck that, because guess what? Only you've lived you, so we're here to celebrate that shit.
Okay.
Go back to being humble tomorrow, man.
Okay, fine.
Fucking hey, man. Hey, that is dope, man. God, there's so much I want to talk about. Fucking tracking suits off cliffs. You've done a lot, man. You're a resident at Eloy.
Yeah.
That's like being a resident in Vegas for a fucking headliner comic. You guys, it's hard to be on that team. He can humble. Don't listen to Petter because he's gonna be like, I was so lucky or some shit. Listen, it's hard work to be one of the best of the best of the best. Your teammates are the best of the best. Okay, okay. Look, watch this. I saw you fly today.
Yeah.
And I've been watching you coach. I saw you fly today. So I think I told you twice I'm stealing. I think I told you last time you were here. Taking that shit.
Yeah, I remember that when we did some knee flying stuff.
Yeah, we just met and I was like, I love genius in the tunnel. Because there's little grains of sand.
Yeah.
It's not the big shit.
Yeah.
Somebody drops something small and you're like, bitch, that is the truth.
Yeah.
That is gold. That is gold no matter who you are for every student. Because you know every student takes something different.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? But there's some things that are just gold. And I've taken something else from you today. I'm not even going to talk about it right now. But you're an amazing tunnel flyer. I forget what amazing tunnel flyer. But I just learned. Okay. Oh, this is so exciting.
What the fuck?
These motherfuckers took helicopters and made an obstacle course in this is a billionaire's playground. Some billionaire kids were like, I don't know if I wingsuits the fucking pylons. And how they did it, not balloons, they had helicopters, dog. And this motherfucker jumped out of a helicopter and raced guys through the pylons. If you guys didn't see it, it's because you just started skydiving 2 years ago. Right? How long? It was 4 years ago. 5 years ago?
Yeah, this was 2015 and 2016.
I'm going to shut the fuck up and pour another drink. Set me up, baby. Who the fuck is so ingenious to say, who did it? How'd you get there? What did it feel like? What was it like, man?
It was insane. Like, I didn't really grasp what it was all about until afterwards. Like, the whole thing, like, I know Luke Akins, and he gave me a slot at the Rebel Aces. And we just like in the end of the day, it was just like gathering a bunch of friends. Like, hey man, hey, what's up? Like, hey, let's do some fun shit here, you know. And then we just like jumped from a helicopter, from a Huey, from the Second World War, or no, from Vietnam War, whatever, and cruised around some pylons from hanging down from helicopters.
What city? What city? America?
This was in Northern California. Okay. I can't remember, like up in Bay Area. So I can't remember. But that was the first year. Like, they had it a year before that too.
It was over like a populated area?
No, this was more like on the hillside. Kind of like
I remember it being desolate kind of underneath you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, I mean, there were some houses, but like it wasn't.
But it was okay.
Yeah. But it was still over like an airfield. So it was It was in
was it hosted by a drop zone?
No, it was hosted by Red Bull. That probably rented a drop zone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we did the first year, and there was like, fuck, this was awesome.
How many helicopters? Do you remember?
There was, first year was 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 and the 5th was the goal, like the pylons for the goal.
Oh,
like
for the fifth, we're hovering level.
Yeah, so it was 1, the first turn, 2, the second turn, 3, the third turn, and then it was 2, goal.
I know it was a while ago. Do you remember altitudes? First turn, second turn, third turn, fourth turn, goal?
I remember we jumped out from 6,000 feet. 6,000 feet.
6?
Yeah.
The race was from because you're in wingsuits.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
So,
it's not a tracking joke.
It's
not a tracking joke.
The race was still like a minute.
Right? Yeah. 5,000.
Yeah.
I was angle flying for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wingsuits, of course. Okay.
Yeah.
6,000 feet. So it's probably 1,000 feet. 6, 5, 4, 3. You guys dumped around 2. We're in base rigs or skydive rigs?
No, skydive rigs. We dumped around 3. Like we were done with the rig. We flew for 3,000 feet, but that was enough. Like you were so tired afterwards. Like you were like,
were you passing each other? Was it like a race?
Yeah, it was like a cross race. So everybody just like, whoa, like.
Yeah.
So it's like a little like hardcore at some points. Like Dukes from Australia, he came in. We were flying in the same heat, and he came in and hit. Like I was just holding my wing, and he just came bumping into. It wasn't hard, but he broke his rib on my wrist. And he came down and was like, Petter, are you okay?
Okay, yeah.
What? No, yeah, what's wrong? Dude, I think I broke my rib.
But your wings inflate.
You
didn't even feel it.
Yeah,
dude.
It's like,
you had like an ultra arm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It was just like, okay, whatever, carry on. But it could be gnarly. Like we had some collisions and some minor injuries, but not major. So it's like, it's a cross race around pylons. If you hit the pylon, you're fucking split it,
Spin it. Oh, you split it.
Yeah, like you split. Yeah, you die. Like it's if you hit a wire.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. You hit it, you're fucked. You're breaking an arm or a shoulder.
Like, so therefore, we had like a safety distance towards the.
What was the closest you could get? 5 feet? 20
no, I
feet,
think it was
10?
6 feet or something
6.
like that.
It's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, it is close because like
if there's 2 or 3 guys,
when you're zooming and you get the pylon next to you, like if you 6 feet is like cutting your eyebrows off almost, But no, it was good. The thing is though, when you're in that race, everything feels so slow. Like it's so slow. Like you see the course and you're just like.
No shit. Really?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Still. I guess in the moment.
But then you watch it and it's just like, what? You would just do that?
Dude, when we saw it, I don't know how to explain it to you. It was so next level NASCAR future Superman shit. You guys were going through helicopters and it looked so fast, but I've got about 200 wingsuit jumps, not many. And it's slow as fuck. It almost feels safer than freefall.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt that?
Yeah.
Dude, I've been up there like 8, like, oh yeah, freefall's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's so fast. You ain't got no time to think. Everybody should wingsuit first. Or maybe make a wingsuit suit, like just a big ass suit that everybody gets out and is like super stable. And they can't do anything. Yeah, it's, oh my God. How many wingsuit jumps you got?
The thing is, like, when I went to Red Bull Aces, I think I had under 100 wingsuit jumps.
What the fuck?
But the thing,
who you know.
Yeah, but the thing is,
you just pissed off guys
no,
that spent their life.
Yeah,
saving.
no, but like the thing is, in the end of the day, if you know how to fly your body, like flying a wingsuit is not hard.
Do you know how much you're pissing them off even more?
I know.
Now?
I'm sorry, guys,
but it just got worse.
I'm sorry.
You know how to
I'm
fly
sorry,
your body
but
between the cliffs and boss. Then it's easy. It's fucking. What are you talking about?
No, but like what I want to say with that is
I'm
like
teasing, guys.
Yeah, but like when if you please.
Yes, sir.
If you learn how to fly your body, to fly a wingsuit is not hard. It's just
not.
a lot more power, and it feels like you can chill on an air mattress. Like,
I love it.
Yeah, and there's like of course there's a difference if you want to like start to dive. It's a whole other game than if you dive in an angle. You have so much power.
Right. Yeah, yes. And it feels safer.
Yeah. I mean, like you have a lot of lift
and time.
Yeah, and time.
Right, because like you can be like, 6,000 feet. Okay, I'm gonna dump it 5.5. 6,450 feet. Okay, I got another 5 minutes before I pull.
but it's also if you fly performance and like really like engage everything,
right,
and hold it the whole time, then you're exhausted. It's almost
yeah, maxing.
Yeah, and
There's
then
no
like
reason.
when you pull, it's like
especially collapsing everything.
Yeah.
Man, so I've told this story before. You guys got to hear it again. I got to tell you, I was hot shit wingsuit badass. First dude on the drop zone to jump one, right? Nobody had ever seen it before at my DZ. I had to watch a YouTube video to figure out how to get it out of the 182, okay? The owner and the lead instructor got on the load just to see me die. And they told me over and over again, you're about to die. This motherfucker, I'm going to go up. I want to see. Dude, the whole time. We're in Oklahoma. These motherfuckers couldn't wait to see me spin out of control. I killed it. I killed it, right?
Yeah.
I killed it. Started teaching, read the manual, got some suits. All the ghetto birds, we were talking about my base gang earlier. All my ghetto birds had suits. We were flying, there's 6 of us. We're flocking.
Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
we're launching 5 ways out of a 206.
Oh, wow.
No shit. 3 on the wing. Wait, hold on. I'm rear float on the door, 3 on the wing, 1 dive in the door, all wingsuits, bro. All day.
That's
Fuck,
intense.
it's fucking going crazy. So I'm 6'3". I'm flying these suits called EG. There used to be a guy called EG that used to make suits he's from South America, and he sponsored us in North America, and his suits were beginner. They were a copy of Tony's suits, which was the original wingsuits in America. I don't know about the Europeans. So Tony was the best. So I'm flying EG suits. I'm out tracking all my friends. I'm huge. I'm the baddest wingsuiter you've ever fucking met in your life at this point. Cool. I go to Florida. I'm at Zephyr Hills getting my AFF rating or my coach rating, something. But in between loads, I'm flying wingsuits because it's all I do. And I'm jumping with guys, and they're spinning out and flailing out. I'm like, yeah, I'm a beast, bitch. I'm a beast, right? Like, everybody's like falling out. So then this little fucking guy, he has to be like 5'3", 5'5". Tony, please forgive me. British, red face, kind of, he drinks a lot. Older dude, he walks like, hey, wingsuit, huh? Super nice, unassuming. Oh, you wanna fly with me and my friends? Wanna fly? It's great. No, why? Because I'm trying my new suit, which is the Mach 1, which is the beginning of all the big suits. Because before, the wingsuits used to end about a half a foot down from your wing and go to your waist. The Mach 1 was the first one that went from your wrist to your ankle.
Oh, yeah.
So he walks up, I'm trying my new suit. You know, you're like, you're a big dude. You should be able to stay with me. You're a big dude. I was like, let's go, Tony. He's like, I'm Tony. I was like, Tony, are Tony suits? Like, I'm jumping with Tony. And he's like 3 other dudes with him. Okay? Just started again. Or he might have died. We're on the plane. We're hanging out. I'm jumping with Tony and his friends who are in new suits and nice suits. I'm in an older kind of used suit. So I'm ready, right? But, I don't want to be showed up. We leave the plane. Those 2 guys fell out. I watch them and never see them again, okay? So I'm out of the plane. I'm fucking maxed. Yeah. I'm looking for Tony. This little motherfucker, he's about 5 foot fucking tall. Arms on his back like he's in a tracking suit. Comes down to me. I'm fucking maxed with everything I got. He laughs. He looks around. He inflates his arms and leaves me in free fall like I'm head down.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you understand? He went up on me like I was in. Okay, one time I left the 182, got in a free fall, and my buddy left it after me, and he fell like a rock. And I realized what wingsuits are compared to free fall. I watched him fall like a pebble off a cliff, and I was standing on the cliffs, right? Wingsuits are slow.
Yeah.
Tony left me in free fall, maxed out. I quit wingsuiting after that jump. I got my fucking coach rating, and I went back and I got a job at the tunnel to learn how to free fall. I was like, free fly. I was like, fuck that. Because either, I love saying this, people get mad. Either you look cool in a wingsuit and give up on everything else and just go fucking wingsuit, or you become a badass skydiver. It's easy to look cool in a wingsuit. Right? It's easy to get good in a wingsuit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but
it's hard to free fly. It's hard to be a true badass. And I had to make a decision. It was easy to be a badass that way, but I wanted to be true badass. So I went back to flopping around with my chin out, my arms back, trying to sit fly and take knocks on my friends while I'm backtracking. And I was doing tandems and doing AFF, and I was like, I need to work all year round because I was having kids with her. And I was like, we need insurance. I was like, I'm gonna apply to every tunnel in the country. I've said this on the show so many times. I applied to like 12 tunnels, dude. And a year later, they hit me up for a job in Austin, and they were building the first glass tunnel in the country. First one ever, that you could open the doors. It was 14 feet, not 10 feet, you know?
Yeah.
All the rest were Paris and Orlando were the same, right? This is the first one, dude. And I was on that team. So I'm very lucky, right? I've been in the tunnel 10 years. And now I'm in El Paso, baby. Is that done? Facebook's done? It's on? What up? Anybody watching?
Yes.
Who's watching? Cheers, whoever's watching, man.
All right, you got Sam King.
What up, Sammy? God damn it. Hey, I don't have any red bread, Sam, but we're drinking Maker's Mark, man.
Liz Kennedy.
What up, Liz?
Tanep.
Hey, Facebook.
Tox and Paul Bayos.
Tox. Hey, Paul. Oh, Paul. Paul, I'm going to get that rig from you, man. I'm going to buy my rig back. That's the dude I said I sold my bass rig to, and he's going to sell it back. He took the shit. Paul, I want it back, man. I just got to get some bread, bro. You can send it to me. And I'll pay you, I promise, Paulie. All right. So let's go stalk this motherfucker. Hey, for my Facebook fam, he works in Eloy right now as an organizer. He's a tunnel coach, wingsuiter, badass, right? Super cool. I saw him fly today. I can vouch for his skill. Not everybody's good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I know, I'm telling you, man. I've been watching this for a while. Hey, can we watch that video on the left? That's
from the ranch.
So that's New York. How's the New York crew?
New York crew is awesome. I've been hanging out there in Westchester
Can we turn
Tunnel.
the TV down a little bit? Oh, so yeah, Westchester's dope.
Yeah, Westchester's dope, and I was there coaching for 6 years, throwing like 3 or 4 camps per year. And
so you were at the ranch and doing camps?
Yeah, so we've been up at the ranch a couple of times, participating in some organizing camps.
Shout out Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic.
Camu Brazil. I just call him Camu. Camu Brazil. You know Sonic. I love Sonic, man. So when my experience at the ranch, I was the commentator for the IBA for a while. I think I said some raunchy shit. Not raunchy, but I think I was saying too much WazzyCircus shit on air, so they kind of cut me off. Anyway, I did the Westchester contest. In fact, that's not why they cut me off. I don't know why I said that. That was lame. They fired the whole dude. They fired Matt Freeze. They fired the whole department. That's why I'm not the IBA commentator. That was lame. Anyway, hey, some people know. Anyway, Westchester.
Yeah.
The company got me 5 days there. The comp was only 2 days, and I was doing stand-up comedy at the time. So I showed up at Westchester. I'd host the comp during the day, then I'd go to Manhattan at night and do stand-up. And then in the mornings, I go out to the ranch in Gardner, get on one of their fucking otters. They're laying in the yard. They've got otters like in their back pockets. Like, what is that? Oh, it's another otter. They just toss it, right? Like, it's crazy, right? And then the river's there, and then you use the camping area over there for spotting.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a great time. I had a great time at the ranch.
Yeah.
Dude. And then leaving the ranch, there was like C-130s. Have you seen them from the Air Force Base, like doing those fucking maneuvers?
No, I haven't seen it.
It was the nuttiest thing I've seen. The biggest planes in the world. They're like buildings, dude.
Yeah.
And there's a base out there. And I had a magic time. And those rivers, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's beautiful up there. Gardner, is that what it's called? Yeah.
Trump. There's a Trump National Forest.
Trump National Forest?
On the way from Manhattan to Gardner, you go through Trump National Forest.
Oh, really?
No shit. And it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah?
It's fucking beautiful. And those rivers are like huge wide. It's like ocean rivers.
Yeah.
It looks scary.
Yeah.
So I'm used to like country rivers. You can go swimming and catch a fucking trout. Those look like you're going to get eaten. Right?
Yeah, like, I mean, they're pretty big.
They're big as fuck.
Yeah.
Look at Gardner.
Yeah,
Okay, so coming from Texas, I look at this and like, is it cloudy all year round? Is it gloomy? Is New York okay to jump?
I mean, like this. I think this was like end of September or something, like Labor Day or whatever it was. I can't remember. Really,
was it a boogie?
Yeah, it was a camp for Dave Richardson. He passed away at the ranch a couple of years ago. And
respect and honor, Dave.
Yeah, and Bashak, his wife, like he started this camp, like flight style, I think it's called.
Okay, yeah, flight style.
Yeah, flight style
skydiving.
And Bashak maintained the event after he passed. So this is
good for you, Bashak.
Yeah, so this is the first event that she thrown after he passed.
This was 2000? Is it still going?
Yes, it is still going. She actually asked me if I could be there after summer this year.
Bashak, I'll go. I don't know if you want me or not. Hey, you guys, flight style skydiving at the ranch in September. That's pretty fucking dope. Let's get into the video.
And it's a bunch of, I basically always work with cool people, pretty much. I love my colleagues that I'm working with. And but me and Kai, you know Kai?
I think so. Yeah, I met Kai.
Yeah, Kai from, he was in Maktoum in Dubai before, yeah.
Fucking Maktoum, how about those motherfuckers?
Yeah, like they had the deal for sure. But Kai and me...
Look Maktoum up on YouTube, please.
We...
Maktoum.
We like to work each other, me and Kaika, but it's always end up in trouble anyway. We're just like ending up in wasted.
Well, you hear his name a lot when it comes to skydiving and angles and doing shit. You'd be like, I was with Kaika, I was at a camp with Kaika. You hear his name a lot.
Super cool guy, like most humble guy in the world, and super skilled.
So where did you meet your current crew at?
My current crew?
The tunnel lights are still on. The clock's still on. We're going to turn that shit off. All right.
Crew in terms of...
Like, so you have your trusted... Right, like you were saying, your crew. Like, was it Elsinore? Was it from the Norwegians, or was it?
I mean, like my first crew was in Norway, pretty much. Like I started to organize in Norway in Voss in 2006, I think it was. And
is that when that tunnel was built?
No, that was built in 2012.
Oh, so what size is that motherfucker?
14, but it's panels, so it's not round.
Right. It was legendary back in the day. Voss was the fucking. You were part of that?
No, yeah, I was there. I was actually there training the instructors in the beginning when they opened.
Y'all don't know who this motherfucker is.
But
y'all have no idea who this is. Dude. So, like, the Rones, all of them copied you guys. I mean, you guys were the first. I mean, dude, Voss was fuck that. Voss was the first, dude. Voss, when I got in this game, Voss was everything. Voss was come on, was it not? Voss, I mean, and then Basingstoke and everything else got built, but Voss was the first. You have that big Soviet Union style building, right? It's all fucking like rigid. It's like this is just flights only here, right? It was very like you guys were the cutting edge. Voss was like, dude, Voss Wind.
Yeah, Voss Wind.
Dude, I haven't even said that in years because then, we built our tunnels and I forgot all about Europe. Yeah. But back in the day, dude, that's why. Respect.
Thank you.
Hey, let's cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that.
Old dogs in the game,
That wasn't where it started, though. Like, it was, I started to work in Bottrop in Germany.
Bottrop, what we call it. Oh, Bastrop is in Texas. Bottrop's in Germany. Yeah. My buddy Jeff Galley's the Bastrop, baby. All right, sorry.
No, but I was working, organizing one summer. I think it was summer 2010, and the manager in Bottrop was there as a participant. I knew her from before, and I asked her if they had any open slots for instructors in the fall and the winter, and. She's like, text Boris, and he will sort you out. And then I texted him, and then 2 weeks after, I went down and he trained me.
Sick.
And then
FITP stuff?
No, it was like his own thing. And I think it's the base of what tunnelinstructor.org became.
Okay.
Kind of.
Right.
So he was already an IBA instructor that he took the rating here. I think it was in Arizona in Eloy.
Before,
So then he came back and he took those skills and trained his fleet, and then he started to be like.
So your first tunnel job was
in Bottrop.
Okay.
Yeah, and then worked there for 2 seasons, winter
14
seasons.
14 footer, 12 footer, 10 footer.
14.
It was a 14.
Yeah. So same size. It's exactly the same as Voss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was circulation or were the fans up top?
No, circulation. Exactly the same building as Voss.
But it's single circulation, single pass.
Single pass. Yeah, single pass.
Single pass. So just for everybody else, iFly tunnels have 2 turning vanes at top that turn it down each side of the building. Voss has a single. So I'm brainwashed that we're America, so we're brainwashed, right? Is the single pass superior, even, or inferior to the double pass?
It has some pros and cons.
How many fans?
4.
It still has 4 fans.
Yeah.
All on one wall.
Yeah.
Double stacked.
Yeah.
Or
no, like on the same level.
So there's 4 fans across?
Yeah, no, 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, I don't understand.
So like if you put it
so
flat.
Look, this is the room.
This is room. So 1 fan here, 1 fan there, 1 fan there, 1 fan there. So like you have 4 fans in the same area as the tunnel is wide.
Okay, but how's it a single pass then?
No, it's like all the air goes through those fans in the same channel.
Oh, so they go through the 4 pan.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So
really?
You have 4 fans in one channel.
Okay, so it'd be like the iFly model if we cut off one and put 2 fans on the side and it's just running.
Yeah.
Is it strong?
Super strong. I mean, like to be honest, the tunnel in Stockholm that I'm working for is probably the strongest one I've ever flown. Yeah, like it's so strong. Like you don't want to fly top that because it's too much almost.
I've heard that about Hayabusa too in Japan.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah. Japan tunnel is the same.
You
like
don't want to do it.
Yeah, I heard it's.
I don't want to go topped out here. It's not fun to me.
No, like I just want to like float around.
88, man.
Man.
Man. What are y'all trying to prove?
Yeah.
See, we're old.
Yeah.
These young motherfuckers are like topping out. Go ahead, motherfucker.
I mean, they're fast in Germany and Voss.
Hold on, stop the presses. You know Philippe?
Yeah, I worked with Philippe in Bottrop. Me and Martin Christensen, Philippe Hoverflot, Christian Moxness. Those guys were like the crew in Bottrop.
That's like saying Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Snoop Dogg. In the game, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, okay, so because I see the Dubai races. Okay, Philippe. Where we on? Philippe, I hope you fucking see this. I spoke to him about being the commentator for the races in Dubai because I'm the man to explain exactly. Please play it. Exactly, right here in the middle. This is it. This is the future. This is NASCAR. This is going to bring us to the future. This is going to make us relevant today, dude. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. Hey. Listen, what you guys are seeing, you're not seeing. God, we need the cameras. What you're not seeing, they're in Abu Dhabi. It's a 32-foot tunnel. They've got a NASCAR track set up. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fucking flyers. They're passing each other. There's lanes. They're inside. Look, there's a pass right there. The motherfucker just took them over. This is the most exciting thing you've ever seen in flight. It is, dude.
Yeah, it's hardcore.
It's Honda, Acura, Lamborghini, Ferrari suits. Team Ferrari's passing Team Honda. Homeboy took first and second. They can have numbers. 32 overtook 12. Dude, for the heats, this is the first time we can monetize this shit. Skydiving and body flights in artistic expression. Not everybody likes Van Gogh. Not everybody wants to see a guy in a fucking spandex suit do twirls. You know what I mean? That's what freestyle is. This is, okay, maybe in America, this is American man sitting on the couch with a fucking beer talking about number 7, right?
Yeah.
Just took 12. Fuck that, I got $20 on 7. He's fucking shredding. This is monetization of tunnel flight. Philippe, I'm your guy. I will hype this motherfucking shit up, dude. I will scream their names, bro. Look at this. Look at the track. And it's big enough in Abu Dhabi. It's not in Dubai, you guys, if you think that big ass. It's 32 footers in Abu Dhabi. Look at that. Where are you at? You're there.
No, I wasn't there.
Okay.
This was I think it was Rafa, Martin Christensen, Philippe, Gizmo.
Your crew, basically.
I mean, like my old crew from Bottrop, pretty much.
So who's that in the gray? Who just got lapped?
I think that maybe that's Gizmo. I don't know.
Hey, dude, Philippe was like, he's like, Waz, you could be like, Philippe is the fastest man on earth.
Yeah, Philip is the one with like black socks on his red suit. Like he's like third now.
Okay.
I think. Because I kind of like recognize his style.
Philip, Christensen, and Dudek change
Martin Dedek is probably there too.
They changed my perception on what flight was.
Yeah.
Because I have the American version. Soren's in the house today. Soren, I caught Soren talking shit. Listen, y'all don't even fucking know. Yesterday, look, they got out of the tunnel session, right? And they were in the other room right here, and me and Jackie were over here sitting in the studio. He's like, yeah, that's why Americans suck, right? Like, they fucking suck.
No, we didn't say that.
No, you didn't say that. Soren was talking shit. Soren was talking, and you were like, no, it's different. You were trying to take the political route. I'm like, this motherfucker's talking shit over here. But here's the deal. Hold on, Soren. Hold on. And I explained to you guys earlier, we have more of a capitalistic model, so we're trying to get loot where these guys are flying. So I don't know where I was going with that, but I've got to say this. Christensen, Dudek, Philippe, fucking Petter, right? You guys, shut up, dude. Shut up. Fucking let me finish. There's a difference in the coaching that a lot of people here mimic. But when you mimic something, you don't get the full story. Watching you guys, I get the rest of the story. Today, I was teaching a perfect example. I'm pretty good at what I do. I'm really good at what I do.
Yeah.
And I was coaching my boy today, Luis, on layouts and stuff. But I didn't have the arm swing. I've heard about it. I've seen my boy Dusty Shaw do it. But I don't know the theory of the swing, catch your arm layout, right?
Oh, you mean like the half turn and
the half turn, the carve, the go. So I've always taught it, hip straight, whatever, the nonsense. It's not nonsense. It's real.
No, nothing is nonsense.
But there was a piece missing that I didn't know for the swing to get that good on when you're doing a switch. You want to swing, get drive the other way so you can carve. Yeah. You don't want to try to side slide and get it. You want to go forward and carve, right? Yeah. So I'm just learning that, but I've been teaching the old way for a long time. But there's been a piece missing. So I've seen a lot of American coaches come through that mimic Philip, Christensen, and Dudek and your style 100%, but they're missing pieces because it's a mimic. It's not the original. When you see Christensen or Dudek do their fucking thing, you're like, oh, that's what's missing. Yeah. That's the original style. Philippe is the original style that you got. So who's the godfather? Is it Christensen?
I feel it's Philip because he was Philip was the kind of the developer when we were in Bottrop. Martin Christensen, he didn't really like tunnel flying before Bottrop opened, and then he just committed and he just went full on.
Just like Dusty Shaw.
Yeah, and
in America.
And went with the team with Philip and start to work. They start to work together.
And when you train, that's when you take it to the next level.
Basically, the tunnel in Bottrop was so booked. It was the only 14-footer in Europe at that point. So the only time
with coaching students or first timers?
No, with everything. It was just camps, military.
It was on.
Yeah, we had an hour every night that we had to shut down so we could catch up time.
It was Austin when we first opened the first glass tunnel that you could open the doors. Dude, I would get off at midnight and have to be there at 5. Yeah. Right? And they were flying while I was gone. Yeah. It was nuts.
But it was basically we were that group of people. I was so lucky that I ended up in that pot circle of good people,
Me too.
So every single night when we had staff flight, even if it was 4 a.m., 5 a.m., we always went home. We went put a video on the laptop and we sat there and debriefed for an hour or an hour and a half. No matter what time it was, we always watched the video and talked and you develop
This is fucked up.
So we did that for 2 years.
So this is my experience, okay?
Yeah.
For my 2 years of that, we would work hard, get off, and then watch you guys debrief your videos for 2 hours. And then you leave, and then we can shut the tunnel down and go home. It was fucked up. And we got no coaching other than what we watched. That's why I watched so hard. And if you see me, I dirt dive in the door what you're teaching because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to copying off coaches, learning it, and teaching it. And when I told you today, I'm stealing all your shit again. Right? It's good. It's good. It's good, man. It's good.
I'm happy. I'm flattered that you're taking it.
Well, mimicry is the best flattery.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Right? And if I was like, fuck this guy, because we do a lot of coaches, so I know what a bad coach. I used to think I knew everything. Of course, you always think you know everything. But now I know. And what it is, and I quoted on this to you today, patience.
Yeah.
Each student is different, like worldly different. Even a couple that are married is so different. And if you don't have the tools to fix everything, you're lost. And you have a wild toolkit. You have a big toolkit. I've seen you use like some epiphany moments, some things you've done. Not the arm swing. There was something else. It was something so small. It was on the front layout. It was the arm swing and then just locking your chin kind of and letting it come up and over.
Yeah.
Super dope. Like little things.
Yeah.
Speak on that. Speak on tunnel flying for somebody who's passionate, because that's all we work with, are passionate trust fund kids.
Yeah.
Right? But they really want it.
Yeah.
Not you, Soren. I don't know. You probably not. But you know, like, but they really want it, and they're willing to give blood for it. They are. Our students come to us and like they've saved, bro. This isn't something they buy like a pair of jeans.
No.
It's 6, 7, 8 months in advance, years in advance.
For
Sometimes people plan in January for December. It's very valuable to them. So let's. I'm sorry to pick your brain again, but let's give them some theory.
Like what I based my theory from was like I mean my coaching style compared from when I started to coach freelance full time in 2012, like 10 years ago. I have a 10-year anniversary actually this year.
Already, yeah. Decade baby.
Yeah. But like my coach, like I learned all my basics from the time in Bottrop, pretty much. And been watching and talking to Martin Christensen. I stayed with him when we trained the instructors in Vaz, and like to just like talk, like throwing different aspects how you like see it towards each other, and like talking about, like we were so passionate. We talked about flying for fucking waking up in the morning to falling asleep at night, pretty much.
Yes, I understand.
But like my coaching style is different now, because like I'm still developing my coaching style. Like I want it, like it's a puzzle, you know, like it's a big puzzle comparing to who you are and what like backgrounds the students has. Like some needs motivation, you can't drill them. Some needs just drilling, and you know, like you need to put this puzzle.
Psychology.
Yeah, psychology.
It is.
Luckily too, I went to university. So I'm a teacher in my. I went to university for 4.5 years. So I have you know, like the way of it helped me out, but it's not like I feel like I'm developing my own way of teaching according to flying in my way. You know what I mean? Like I still have some help from it, but like it's still like different, you know. So
I went to university also. We're here college. We say college here.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the field I study, which is biology, but I use
exactly.
From it, right? Like
you're kind of like at the point when you like study it, you didn't understand why the fuck do I need this?
Why am I here?
And then like suddenly after a couple of years, like, oh, fuck yeah, that really helped. You know what I mean?
So in biology, it's systems.
Yeah.
Systems. This does this, so that can do that, so that can do that. And I use that for blocks, coaching, skydiving, trips, WazzyCircus Adventures. I didn't mention it. We're doing family adventures now, so there's no adventures coming up. We used to take people on skydiving trips, but now my boys are old enough to go. And I don't know if I want to bring 12 fucking adults with my kids when I'm trying to focus on them. So I have to coach. Dude, I coach canopy. I coach all this shit, skydiving. So now we're focusing on the kids. Sorry, it's a little tangent. WazzyCircus, is that on? No? All right, WazzyCircus Adventures. I don't know when Costa Rica's. I'm so sorry, dude. Okay, I have to apologize. I know what we used to do. I know how much fun it is, you guys. We had more fun than you on these trips, man. It's just we got to take a pause right now. They're the most amazing things. Dude, we're jumping in waterfalls in Costa Rica. We're flying parachutes in Cali, dude. We're in fucking Puerto Rico at the boogie doing helicopter jumps to the beach. The adventures are dope, and it's a conglomerate of friends that are on the same wave level. So we rent a big ass house, and you can do whatever you want. Some people go scuba diving, some people go speed flying, but you all come back as a group because we're traveling together. And we have people that work remotely that travel a lot, and they're like, oh, I just wait for these trips because I can travel with other people. Because they travel with other groups, but they all have different things. You may meet somebody or not. We're a group of skydivers, right? It's fun. And I miss it, guys, but my kids are old enough, so I don't have time for my friends. I love you guys, but there's no adventures planned this year. We didn't talk about it at all. We spoke about everything we're doing this year, and adventure didn't come up, so I'm sorry. We're going to do more podcasts. I don't know what the tangent was. Petter, let's go back. I know, we're going back. But, I've had 6 people hit me up asking where we're going, and we're not going. So I'm saying it here, we're not going anywhere this year. 2023, we're not going anywhere. Do you agree?
At the beginning of 2023.
Okay, so after June, hit me up, son. Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, Playa del Carmen. Have you gone to South America at all since you've been here?
Yes, I've been to Rio. We actually had a project there called Freeflyer the World with Yoki Summer in 2016.
Oh, gee, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had a project called Freeflyer the World. We started out in Lauterbrunn, and so we did a production there, and then we went to Rio and had a production there. And then they kind of like fell into, like we had other stuff to do. So, but we kind of wanted to take it back. We had some plans.
Is there video?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Freeflyer the World.
Freeflyer the World, Brazil.
That is the mid picture there. That's
That's Brazil?
No, this is
That's Europe.
that's Lauterbrunn in Switzerland.
Yeah, there's no way that's Brazil. Look at that.
So this is when
how high are the fucking mountains? 16, 15?
I don't know, but we're carving like this place called Murin. You see it here. So that's the village. So we're carving.
Oh, you carved past the village. Yeah. Okay. God damn it! I'm talking. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take a sip. I got some venting because I'm not that corporate anymore. I'm not gonna go that hard. I developed the VR program for all of iFly. I know you hate me, motherfuckers. My instructors hate me, but we made a lot of money for the company. I was on the team. Don't hush me. I was on the team to do the creative events for the skydiving for VR. I organized a dope 20-way. We had four ways, which is 16 guys, a guy with a VR camera in the middle, and 2 of us on the outside. Was that 18? So that's 19. Guy in the middle, 360 camera. 4-way, doing points, staring at the camera. Excellent people, top grade 20-way people. So they're doing 4-way, smile at the camera, turning points. They don't give a fuck about these points. Me and Steve Boyd are carving around the outside. That's iFly VR. That was the birth of it.
Nice.
Okay? Then one of the execs said, we shouldn't do experiences, we should do locations. So I was overridden. They were wrong, and now years later, I know I'm right. You'd rather do an experience. They did locations, so they did this place. They jumped off the helicopter and hired a guy, and it was a shitty jump into a canyon for VR. It was bad. Then they went to Dubai, bad jump. Then they went to Cali, seriously bad jump. And that's our VR experiences for the tunnel. You put the VR camera on, and you're flying with these shitty experiences because they're location. So the skill of the jumper, so the guy that was in control, I'm not even going to mention your fucking name, bro, but he took instructor suits and handed them out to random-ass skydivers and did shitty jumps at locations with a 360 camera on, got these events, and sold them to iFly, where I hired badasses to create fucking experiences. But a guy above both of us decided with the locations.
Yeah.
Since they were going to locations and I was an instructor for iFly, the insurance didn't cover me skydiving. I couldn't even go to Dubai. I developed the whole program. The tunnels and the visors, how to link it to the Chromecast, how to link it for the experience. I couldn't go because the insurance wouldn't cover me, so I got double hosed. So, and now the whole program fell apart. And I'm like fucking happy, you guys. Thank you very much. I love you very much. But in El Paso, we still have the program. I'm going to bring my experiential skydives here. You'll see it. It's not that great, but it is. Because we have a thing called Sandbox VR in Austin. You put on a computer on your back, a backpack, a fucking real gun, VR goggles, and you're shooting zombies, and you're screaming, and you're running, you're ducking, you're diving. It's fun, dude. We've done it. It's fun. iFly had an experience in the tunnel. You guys have it in Europe, right? Have you seen it? The VR experience?
I think I've seen it.
So you can put it on and you can skydive.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going to have some sick shit here.
Yeah.
It really sucks. The instructors don't like it, but it's really fun. There was this jump in Eloy. Look at that motherfucking... Is that Hawaii?
No, that's Costa Rica.
All right. We'll get to that. Oh, fuck VR. That was dope. Run that fucking swoop back. We run that back? You can't run that back? All right. Yeah, so the VR experience is fun. You'll see it next time. This is dope. Costa Rica, where? What city?
Santa Teresa.
450. Right?
Yeah.
450 on the B. Isn't that beautiful? Look. What canopy?
Slayer 66.
Do you love it?
Yes.
Why do people hate on it?
I don't know. They had Slayer has the most amazing openings, like on heading every time, like soft, like not like punching. And
it's Aerodyne.
Yeah, and Aero Sports.
Yeah. So they're FX, JFX.
Yeah, JVX, JFX, Slayer.
Chaos?
No, that's
Precision.
that's Icarus Spain.
Okay, so I know those canopies have good opening. Hey, listen, okay. On my show, I've said it 1,000 times. It looks like a UFO. The Slayer looks like a UFO flying in. It doesn't fly like any other canopy. It doesn't like a Valkyrie. It doesn't like anything. And it has this effortless way of coming across the sky. It's always, I don't have one. I still fly a Velocity 96. I'm old school. Because I can't afford it. I buy paramotor shit.
Yeah.
Hopefully Fluid Wings or somebody will sponsor me, God damn it. But the Slayer has always been my favorite looking parachute. Why is there so much hate? I don't understand. Because people were on the bandwagon. What's his name? Nick Batch.
Yeah, Nick Batch.
Destroyed everybody's concept of what a swoop was. Do you remember that video that came out where he went like, dude, it looked edited, right? It looked like 3 swoops.
Yeah.
It looked like it stopped, cut, but it was one swoop. And it was under the Slayer.
Yeah.
And it was fucking amazing. 2 years later, everybody abandons it. Why?
They only made like a certain amount. I think it was like 80 or 100 Slayers. And
Total?
They sent it out to the athletes. And like, hey, just use this and say what you think.
They never sold it commercially.
No.
Like the Valk.
No.
Or the Petra.
No.
They've sold. No way.
No, it was just.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I'm trying, like Dave Lang, he put this list on, like the people that were flying the Slayer, like who wants the Slayer to be back in the game? Like, like we had this huge list, like, hey guys, please fucking make this canopy, but I don't know. But they have some other strategy. I don't know.
I don't know why. What size is that?
66.
66, bitch. Look at this.
And he dives super.
He's still diving. He's on his rears, but he didn't pull. Oh, the video ended. Hey.
But it's basically like I've been flying a Petra too, and Petra is carrying way longer. And but it's harder to hit the window. It's harder to hit the window, so you get the
because the rotation
100% performance.
Does it rotate a lot? What is it?
But like this one of the Slayer is more like you can adjust yourself more in the hook and like.
But the Petra, what is it? The harness is so twitchy that you can over rotate.
It's more like personally, I feel it's like a kind of like an angry teenager that wants to just get out, but if you can handle, can handle that teenager, it's fucking amazing. It's a cannon,
Disgustingly fast.
Yeah.
So it accelerates on swoop.
Yeah, I mean, like it's so fast.
What's your favorite fucking canopy?
like.
I'll edit it. You can lie.
If I would compete, like I was competing in swoop a little bit before, and if I would compete, I would definitely get a Slayer or a Petra.
Mm-hmm.
But like in everyday jumping, like Slayer for sure.
You're with it. You're with it. You're sold.
Yeah, like Slayer. Like I use my Slayer all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
AFF?
I don't do AFF
Just
much.
organizing.
Yeah, organizing.
What about video?
I mean, like like I do like I always use my Slayer.
Slayer.
Yeah, like if
long spot. Is it rears or toggles?
Oh, dude, rears for sure.
Rears and harness.
Yeah.
Just flatten out and you're good.
Yeah. It's
what size Slayer? What size?
66, and it's like, but it's like it's full sail, so you have so much power.
Okay, so talk to me. You can't pack it. You can't leave it packed.
Yeah, no, you can't. Yeah, I mean, you can leave it packed for like a week. Like
so let me give you some. I unpack my rig every weekend. My rig is not gonna hold that thing closed for a month. I don't know when I'm gonna jumping in. So I unpack every time, and I put it in a bag so it can breathe. So yeah, I have full sail. I understand, but so you have no. That was somebody else we were talking to earlier. How much are your fun jumps? Did you go working or did you fun jump first? Did you go straight to AFF tandem, or did you have like 2,000 or 3,000 skydives before you went AFF tandem?
I never done much AFF, to be honest. But,
okay. What a robbery!
But they do it, yeah. But yeah,
seriously,
right. Yeah.
No, sure. like seriously. What you know, I know who you are. I've watched you. What you could give to a first timer is golden nuggets. You should do it. You should consider it.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
in skydiving.
I like. It's just like I'm so busy with all the camps, tunnel camps, and organizing.
Ball.
So I can't. I don't have time.
This motherfucker does 20, 15-hour. Yeah, he can't fucking tell you to straighten your fucking leg. He can't afford to explain to you how to pull your parachute. Do you understand what this man is saying?
I can.
No.
I can.
He doesn't. Look at the screen. He doesn't have time.
No.
See, WazzyCircus has time to care. You guys, Mazzetta doesn't care. Okay, I'm sorry. That's beautiful. Go back to what you're saying.
Yeah.
Peter.
So like, but it's where were we?
I don't know. Is that your tattooed ass leg? You have a tattooed leg?
Yeah.
That was it right there.
Yeah.
What canopy is that?
That's the Leia 72. So the Leia I'm used.
Maldives.
Yeah, Maldives, yeah.
Let's do
so like
that.
the layer I'm using like kind of when I'm not that current and I want to do maybe freestyle. And but like
did you do freestyle?
I did freestyle before.
Did you enjoy it?
I was in swoop challenge before.
Oh, freestyle swooping, not freestyle like.
No, not freestyle free fall, just swooping.
What? Right now? Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Freestyle swooping.
Yeah.
Hey, because, freestyle skydiving's cool for, like...
Yeah, I mean, like, freestyle skydiving depends to, like, it's... like, for me, it's, like, a good way to, like, if you don't have... It's a hard work to get a team together when it goes over 2 people. Like, when you have 3 people, okay... Fuck, it's hard work, like a free fly team, whatever. But then when you get like a 4-way VFS team, whatever, or 4-way FS team, like to get keep them together is hard work.
Teams, dude.
Yeah.
And you got to pay the cameraman.
So like I mean, like for freestyle, like free fall freestyle, like, it's a good way because you just 2 people that you need to synchronize.
A girl and her boyfriend. You're fucking world champions.
I mean, my wife is nagging on me to be.
Is she? Where you at, Mazzetta?
Mazzetta.
We're calling you out, son. This is the show. Do you have any Petras laying around at the house?
No, not anymore. I just have my Slayer, my Leia, and my Epicene 130 for wingsuit.
Okay. What do you think about those?
I really like my Epicene. It's
who makes it?
It's Squirrel.
So, okay, it's the Epicene. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know it. I didn't hear you. Okay.
So like the Epicene, I when I had a break after COVID period now, like I didn't jump for like I don't know 8 months or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like fuck, like I need to just feel safe under canopy.
Jump the epicene.
Yeah, so I just jumped the epicene for 5 days on a camp, and it was so nice. Just like hang out, feel it, and then I changed it to my Leia, and then eventually my Sleia, and then
What's the difference between a Leia and a Sleia?
It has the same platform. Sleia is more steep in the tilt, and it's
it's like a comp velo to a velo.
Yeah.
Sleigh.
But
I thought everybody called Leias Slayers. I'm a piece of shit. I thought all Leias were. I thought if you got to the level of Leia, you were a Slayer.
No. Leia's has only ZP. Slayas has
the hybrid
sail fabric. No, full sail.
Oh, full sail.
Full
is
sail.
A Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh, the Slayers.
So that's a Slayer.
Man, I'm so behind you guys.
So, in some weird way, the Slayer is like the openings on the Slayer is like insane. Like I can't believe how
full sail.
Yeah, I can't believe how good the openings are. It's just like.
But it only lasts for 400 jumps.
No, like I had mine for at least 400 jumps.
So what does it last for?
I mean, you feel the fabric. Like it gets like the performance. It gets more.
So when should it be retired?
I don't know. Maybe 800 jumps.
But a ZP can retire like 4,000 jumps.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So the price is just so hard.
So I think that's why they didn't release it for the public, because it's not lasting that long.
For comp, it's great. For video, you look cool for the crowd, but they're not tipping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, back from the restroom. So we went to a Mexican restaurant, couple beers, a little bit of fun. What do you think of the food? I mean,
I mean, I'm used to Mexican food, like from being in Illinois. Like I love Mexican food. It's just different from what we consider Mexican food in Sweden, because we don't really have these restaurants around.
Oh, there's Mexicans in Sweden?
I mean, we're trying to. It's not really Mexican. Like this is.
God bless that one family.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? If they're shipping in beans and flour and shit, they're trying to.
No, but like this is the real shit. Like,
it's good. Dude, that's Mexico.
Yeah. Like
we're literally next to Mexico.
Yeah.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Cabo.
Ah, you fuck.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so next time we go to Juarez, how do you feel about that? I'm curious. How do you feel about me saying we're going to Juarez?
Where's Juarez?
Oh, good. Good. God bless you.
Yeah, but
God bless you, child. Juarez is a small town in Mexico that happens to sit on the border.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That has amazing Mexican food.
Okay.
Dollar shots.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel about Juarez? You've heard the name.
I just heard a bunch of stuff about it. Like
everybody's heard it.
It's a dangerous place to be.
Everybody's heard it.
But I believe like if you just acting. Don't be a dick, and just being friendly.
Listen to your boy. Say it again.
Don't be a dick, just being friendly.
Be kind.
Yeah, be kind, and it's all going to be all good.
That's the rule in Juarez. Be kind. Listen, man, tacos are better, burritos are better, tortillas are better. It's just better food because it's not processed. It's not American. American food's expensive. So they think they want it, but they don't. Their shit comes from a farm that some old lady ground up and put in a bag and they bought. But what happens is that shit came from organic chickens running around. There's some flies and bugs in it because it's organic. Our shit is not. So when you taste the food, dude, it is earth. It is like, you're like, what?
I believe it.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I believe it.
Like, why can't we get that right there? Because America's right there. When you're in Mexico, you're looking at America. Right now, we're looking at Mexico.
Yeah.
Right? Wait till you see it tomorrow, dude. Juarez is right there. This is a wild town.
Yeah.
The border crisis is right there.
Oh, yeah.
All the immigrants, right there. Crossing the Rio Grande, right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's an exciting...
Yeah.
It's an exciting place to live. But in the city, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty, the mountains, what do you think? Sweden style, it's not Sweden.
To be honest, like we passed it yesterday, went to a restaurant on the other side of El Paso. And to be honest, it's more colorful over there, like with houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's more like this, like this kind of like a cozy Mexican vibe feeling.
It's a village.
Yeah.
It's like a little village. It is, dude. You guys weren't the first to ask me, what the fuck are you doing in El Paso? It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's slightly awesome.
I mean, that was like, then you explained what you can do around here.
Yeah.
And it fucking makes sense. Like you can launch your paramotor from your backyard and just like play around before work. I mean, who the fuck can do that?
Who can do that? I can go blow up Tannerite in the morning and then come meet you in like spot layouts for like 4 hours. Yeah. I can. I really fucking can. I've got an AK, bro. I just come to work and like, oh yeah, he's doing transitions. But beautiful tunnel. European tunnels are ISG. Is that true?
Not all of them.
Who are the major manufacturers?
I think ISG has the most built tunnels in Europe right now. In Sweden, we have kind of like an ISG technology, but it's a Swedish technology, which has a longer vertical channel, a shorter horizontal channel. So ISG has longer horizontal channels and shorter vertical.
So they're wider, but not as tall.
But ours taller.
What do you prefer? Wider.
I don't know if it's the engines, but our tunnel it's so fast. I've never flown in ISG that fast. But it has some spots where especially on low speed when you know where the spots are where the tunnel chokes a little bit. So you avoid those spots, but that's mostly on low speed. So when you're flying high speed, it doesn't apply really. But and ISG has that too. So, but I feel maybe ISG and body flight where I work in Sweden is kind of almost the same.
How many tunnels are there in Europe? Do you have an idea? Are there a lot? There's a shit ton.
I don't know.
Is it like America?
30, 40.
Okay, so we have 40 something here.
Yeah. At least 30, I think.
So
maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like.
Is it more popular in Europe? Is it more of a everyday thing that more kids and more people fly?
I feel like I feel like you guys have more first timer coverage here in the States than we do. We have more flyers that wants to learn.
So if you're an American, not executive. But if you're not an instructor, you're not a manager or general manager. You're building tunnels, and you're looking at the landscape. We're killing Europe because Simon's out there. The revenue, is our model better? Our model's better for money, but your model's better for fly.
But the thing is, you need to find a balance between it.
So where is that going to be?
Yeah,
Dubai?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi? Is that where the balance is going to...
Abu Dhabi is not a balance for first times because it's not economically efficient to do
they
one
only
guy.
they charge the same price as we do.
Oh yeah?
Abu Dhabi does.
But they must be having super cheap energy in that case.
Well, it's fucking subsidized by the prince.
Yeah, exactly.
But watch this. Nick Flo, shout out to Nick Flo, no cameras on. Nick Flo is the head instructor in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
He came from Austin. I believe he went to Houston, and then he ended up in San Diego, and then he went to Abu Dhabi. So he's one of my friends from the... He says they use a triangle in front of the camera. The rest of the tunnel is empty. He said if he has to chase the student around it, he'd be exhausted by the third person. So they use the same space we do at iFly. Right in front of the camera for all their locals.
They could probably have 4 students at the same time.
That's what I envisioned with another driver, but no driver, but the cameras and shit. You could bring a student in, bring them the camera, that student, run them all this, but you have to change the speed.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's just not, unless you go all the 65-pounders that are 5'5", right? If you're all here, we can all get in. Everybody's different. Everybody's, dude, what a weird thing we do.
Yeah, that's super weird.
Do you ever, you've been doing, how many years you been in a tunnel?
Full on?
Just exposure to now.
13 years.
So hardcore.
12 years.
So I'm 12 years, 10 years. Okay. I wake up sometimes and I'm like in there with a first timer and I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like they can just go. Like shit can happen. It's to be in there is such a weird experience.
Yeah, it is.
What we do is so weird, bro. If you think about on the human experience, what are you fucking doing? What are you doing in that human blender?
Yeah.
You ever think about that?
Yeah, man. It actually crosses my mind sometimes. Like it's kind of like I don't recognize it until like people from outside asks me, "Hey, what do you do for work?" Yeah, I'm teaching people how to fly. You know, like, oh, airplanes? No, body flying. Like, oh, what is that? Now people start to like know what like tunnels, like wind tunnels are. You know,
right?
But it's just like when you get to a gathering, like a party or something, and then I know if I say that, I'm teaching people how to fly, and then I'm just stuck with people for like an hour.
Never.
You know, like just like I'm a tunnel engineer.
Never.
You know what I mean?
Never. I never say what I do.
No, but I don't.
I lie. We lie. Oh, we say we're travel agents.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just because ego loves it. I love to be the center. Come on, everybody loves to be the center.
Yeah.
But then you rob yourself of an experience, and you miss out on the doctor, teacher, lawyer, activist. So you say, "No, I'm." And you let the story go on now, right? Because as soon as you mention what you do, center of attention, it's over.
Yeah.
The whole party's over.
Yeah.
So you miss out on everything.
Yes.
You really do.
Totally.
You live with you, bro. I don't need more of me.
Yeah.
How much more do I need of me?
No,
all my clothes I wear.
Yeah, I need more of other people. You know what I mean?
What a weird thing we do.
I know. It's weird. It's super weird.
It's so beautiful, though.
Yeah.
And then, maybe you feel this or not, but I get around investment bankers and so these guys are all out of money, and I feel bad for them sometimes because I'm sure they're not doing, and even you on another level, bro. Man. On another level, like, so watch this. I said before I took my first skydive, I was drinking beer and paying bills. I was not alive. So we're about to end this. There's a lot of people. Petter, we got 10, 15, 20 years left, dog. We're broke down, right? Yeah. You know, and then even if we live another 20 years, nobody's going to know who we're. We're on a chair playing VR, right? We're going to disappear. So as someone who is shined as bright as a galaxy, but will disappear as a small dwarf, as a collapsed black hole, and nobody will remember you. What would you tell somebody who believes they should fly, but they have a job and a family and they can't give up everything? I know what I would tell them. But advice for somebody that should follow their dreams. If they're from Sweden, you've traveled a lot. You know a lot of people that want to do it and don't do it. You've met the people that have made a couple skydives. We've had this conversation tonight. And the people that will give you their fucking left nut to fly head down. What would you tell the guy that's walking up, made tandem, just got through AFF, and he sees you, scroll down, sees you anywhere, jumping out of helicopters with the wingsuits, jumping off the cliffs with the suits, the tunnel camps, Brazil, France, Norway, America. Sum it up for them. Something small that they can take with them, please. Should they run?
Like the thing is like to dip your toe in this is like kind of taking the red pill, you know.
That's why I asked, should they run?
Yeah.
What do you think? Should they go to work and clock in and say, safety, it's better, not better. Who am I saying? I'm not going to judge for you, but it's safer to clock in, bro.
Yeah.
And not sleep in a tent at the drop zone and buy a wingsuit instead of food. You know what I'm saying?
There's been many times in my life, like before I started to do this full time, I was a forklifter in Carlsberg.
I was a waiter.
Yeah. I've been bartending and I've been doing all this stuff. And to be honest, I'm not more happier now than I was then if you just look according to happiness. But I'm more experienced now, and experience another thing. Like that's not equal to happiness.
Well, what is it equal to then? Because experience, you could be a professor on sand.
Yeah, but experience can also be losing like 20 of your friends. That's an experience.
That's an experience. Yeah. Okay, I understand. You know, yes, just
it's not
learning.
only positive experience.
Right.
So like
all of your friends, all of your family, and, everybody you know.
Yeah, and from all the time, all the years I've been into this sport, I've been losing a lot of friends. Like we're having the fucking blasts of our lives, but it has its price.
Like it's a steep price.
It's like we're super happy, and then we're super sad. So it's basically like this
shooting stars.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like mono-depressive, like you know, like you're happy and you're sad, and you're happy and you're sad.
Would you trade it?
No. Like I don't want to, even if my experiences are bad, like I don't want to trade it.
I wouldn't trade
it
for a
experience,
second.
and you learn from it, and it's just gonna make you stronger. It's like even if hard times are hard, it's there for a reason, and it's just gonna make you stronger.
God bless you, son. Yeah. Respect. WazzyCircus Radio. Shout out to my Patreon patriots. Shout out to the Facebook mishap. We're going to get this studio together. We're going to have Petter back. You're going to see the real videos. Get coaching. How do they find you? Petter Mazzetta on Instagram.
Petter Mazzetta on Instagram or Petter Mazzetta on Facebook.
Respect, son. WazzyCircus Radio. El Paso, Texas. I fly El Paso. Come see us. Respect, we're done. Yo, my friend, man.